Welcome back to Who's at the Chef's Table with Chef Dan. This week, your hosts, Chef Dan and Doris WithaD, sit down with personal chef and author, Chef Patrick Quinn.
What groups live longest? What do they eat? And one big one is the Mediterraneans. The whole, Mediterranean diet they had. I looked in the Mediterranean diet, very simple, very clean, and that's what I call it, clean. And that's it. I mean, that's the secrets. And all of a sudden, I'm open up to this world of new flavors.
Yes.
And it's not spices. It's, put fennel with the shrimp. I'm like, fennel with shrimp? Yeah, fennel with shrimp, some fresh tomatoes, roast it up. No,
Ultimately, keeping things minimally processed.
minimally processed.
Yes.
The other day, I discovered anise.
Right.
I had a
And
star in my mouth,
Okay.
and I loved it.
Okay.
I was I felt so mellow after tasting it. And then when I realized what I had in my mouth, I was really just enjoying it. And I'm picking it out slowly because I really didn't want to take it out. I could have just spit it out,
Right.
but I took it out slowly because I was enjoying it so much. And he was looking at me saying, "You're enjoying this, aren't you?"
But even like we said about
Yes.
processed, we go to we've done reviews in a lot of Thai places, and we got two that are, I guess, original Thai before the Chinese influences, and their food is completely different. Like if you say pad Thai to them, they're gonna be, yeah. I mean, really, because they are completely, and those are cultures that were poor cultures. So their main dishes are vegan, vegetarian, for the most part.
Because you just had to learn to cook what you had.
What you had,
Exactly.
and like
Meat was a luxury to many people in different parts of the world.
what they like their fish. If they had fish,
Right.
they would ferment it.
Right.
They didn't have refrigeration, and the fish
Yeah,
only
they
came
preserved it,
around
yeah.
when the land flooded.
Right.
So they had to ferment that.
Mhm.
But the whole point was like everything was pretty much vegetable based, plant based.
Yep.
And I'm like, wow, you don't think that because you come to America and you get Thai food and you ask for rice and they're going to say to you, do you want pork, chicken, or shrimp in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
It's all Americanized. It's made for us, what they think we should have.
well,
I
the one
think.
lady, the one
I
lady
could be
said,
wrong.
the one lady said she came to America and people took her out for Thai food. And she said, this is good. What is it? And they said, it's Thai food. She said,
Oh, no.
Stop.
no, this isn't Thai food.
No.
Right? So she told us that story. We laughed. A couple months later, we went to the other place,
Right.
and the gentleman said
Same thing.
he heard about this stuff in the big city, but he's never seen this.
Right.
And the same thing. This is not what we. Because Thai originally, before the Chinese took over, they didn't deal with rice. They didn't have rice. They initially weren't rice based.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the Chinese influence. So
Right.
people think like, oh wow, that's good Thai. I think no. That's American Thai.
Hey, yeah.
It is what it is.
Let's talk more about Chef Patrick.
Well, I was going to ask, do you have a favorite food?
Well, mushrooms. Like I said, mushrooms.
Okay.
The main mushrooms I consume right now, maitake, baby bella. I don't do portobello as much. I mean, even though it's the same mushroom, but it's just a bigger bloom. I don't do that as much, but I still eat it. Oyster mushrooms, I freaking love.
Okay.
Lion's mane, I will have. I just don't buy it on my own because that becomes a textural thing for me.
Yeah.
People are posting a lot of cool things as far as the lion's mane, how you can make steaks with it, but it's still just very spongy. You're not going to lose that sponginess from lion's mane.
Right.
I don't care how much you cook it down. But also I have it, but it's not my go-to as far as me buying it. But I will explore if I'm out and somebody has it on the menu. So I would say mushrooms are my favorite. I can have mushrooms, literally just season them and roast them up and just have them by themselves. I'll throw with some quinoa, I'll throw with some rice. I'll just have mushrooms and veggies. But mushrooms is my favorite food to consume.
Yeah.
I literally try to have that every day.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So many different ways you can do it. Like I make mushroom meatballs, make mushroom burgers. I mean, it's so many cool things you can do with mushrooms. So it's just the flexibility that I have with it is amazing. So yeah, it's my go-to. I love it. Yeah.
Would you be open to doing like a demo of that? I don't mean now, obviously.
Oh, I got a food processor in the car. Of course. Yeah, I'm always ready. So.
I'll
No,
bet
she
you
said
are.
she's saying
Yeah.
that 'cause I guess Theo,
Right.
the vegan homeboy, told us we're flex vegans
Hey.
because
Yeah.
we eat plant based at least twice a week.
Right.
We do, and by choice, not by any other reason.
Yeah.
By choice. But we were talking something about the veggie burgers.
Right.
When I go somewhere and I see a veggie burger, I ask, do you make that in-house or is it bought? If they make it in-house, I want to try it.
Exactly.
If it's one of them bought ones, I won't. Again, I had a bad experience with one. I'm not saying what brand. I had one and it was not
Hey.
good. So if they make it in-house, I want to try it.
Yeah, we can definitely do a demo. I keep my burgers simple. Literally, I'll use 2 different mushrooms. I'll throw some onions in and some breadcrumbs.
Okay.
And then from there, the flavor is going to be drawn out because I'm adding different spices.
Yeah.
My
That's-
favorite is the portobello mushroom burger.
Well, yeah,
But that's because that's was introduced to
because
me.
it's an easy fix. You
Very
just put it on the pan and you just press it down. You know, I literally going to run it through the food processor, break it down a bit so it almost does look like ground meat.
I had the one recently. Remember the one I had recently? It looked like ground meat.
Yes,
But
yes,
it had
it did.
red rice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some people like to add either beets or something red, maybe even lentils, but something to kind of imitate the look of ground beef. You don't have to
You don't
imitate
need
that.
Yeah.
Just look, I'm just literally making a mushroom patty. That's all. I'm just making a patty.
But that-
So I don't try to throw beets in my
Right.
my
A
patty.
flavorful patty.
Exactly. That's
That-
all.
well,
it's
that's
gonna
what I
be.
don't get is, and I mean, I'm going sidetrack here, but like, it's like when I talk to vegan homeboy, we talk about dishes.
Right.
I'm like, what's wrong with a good salad? What's wrong with a good patty?
Mhm.
What's wrong? Why does it have to be invitation chicken patty? Why does it have to
I
have
will
that?
answer this way.
It,
It is what is psychologically more comfortable for people that are trying to transition and have less meat.
Right.
People that are trying to transition and just become vegetarian, or people that are just trying to transition and become vegan.
So it's easier.
Or
Yeah,
healthy.
think it's
Yeah, because
Just
you
plain old healthy. I mean,
it's a healthier alternative, but people still, because most of us grow up eating meat. Like I didn't grow up in this plant-based lifestyle. I
Right.
ate meat. I survived eating at certain fast food restaurants, but we won't name any names.
no, please don't.
I got to a point where I just wanted to make some changes.
Right.
So, but in making those changes, I didn't know how to just go all in and let's say be raw vegan or have all these cool dishes. But I still like to eat burgers. So what do? You go to having some of these brands that make this alternative meat. Makes you comfortable. You have these chicken wings. You used to love most people. I don't even know why chicken wings are so popular. We just love eating chicken wings. So when you find an alternative, you can take some oyster mushrooms and batter it up, and it gives you that chicken wing flavor and texture. Oh my goodness! So we have these transitional foods because they psychologically make it easier for you to make the switch.
Okay.
I don't think anybody should stay on them permanently,
Yeah.
but in that first year or so, these are okay to have to get you exploring, get you off of that meat that you had before that you're trying to have less of.
Uh-huh.
But then at some point, you got to want to dive deeper, learn more, and find alternatives. So that now that is what is more sustainable. Like you said, you had a plant-based burger,
Yeah.
and it gave you some health concerns.
Yeah.
And this is why I like to tell people, like, I don't brag about being vegan because I don't want to use that title, because there's some people that are vegan more for the benefit of animals, but not for the benefit of their own self. Because there are many vegans that are unfortunately unhealthy. There are vegans that are overweight. There are vegans that are malnourished. There are vegans that have heart issues.
Yeah.
Vegans that are still maybe diabetic.
Yeah.
Because they're making these choices and not have meat, but they're still not creating enough variety where they're eating from a nutritionally dense standpoint, where they're actually thriving from this choice. So
I'm glad you made that
I
distinction.
love the word
That's-
nutritional density.
Yeah.
Yes.
When I talk to vegan homeboy, we always talk about that. I say, is it a lifestyle or is it a health choice? You know, it's like, to me, it's just, I'd like to eat healthy.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't, I'm sorry if I offend any vegan, but I don't care about the cow and the duck and this,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
If that make me a bad person, I don't know. But to me, it's like, I'd rather eat something healthier, like duck. I won't eat duck. I've never eaten duck
okay.
because in college I cooked duck and I saw how much fat is in the duck.
And that's what's crazy about fat.
And it's
There's
like-
flavor in fat. And this is
That
why
is
many of us
flavor.
love eating
That
things
is
that are
flavor.
fatty. And that's what's, it puts you in a weird position, especially me when I do want people to eat healthier,
Right.
but understand that when you, as a culinarian, you want to infuse flavor in things, and fat is is one way, not the only,
One
but
way,
it's
yeah,
one way
one way.
of getting flavor in things, and the average
Right.
person just wants flavor. So
Right.
whether you're using a butter, whether you're using different stocks, whether you're using like that fat from that duck, it's still flavor in the fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate there is, but I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
and
understand.
from an outsider though, I've seen, like I told you, I had the stroke. So I was away and someone told me, if you're in a pinch, this was back then, because now I know it's pretty much mainstream. But if you're in a pinch and you go into one of these fast food places, let's say in a name, certain one, and you would ask them if you had a veggie burger, they did. It wasn't on the menu. They had one that was a major brand.
Okay.
But at that time, it wasn't a major brand. It was like
Okay.
they were their own brand
Right.
before they got bought. So I had the burger, and it was a black bean. You probably know the company when I say black bean and corn burger.
Right.
So I was like, oh, this is good. It was like that thick. It was good. Years later, I saw it in the store, and I bought it. Now it was that thick.
Hey, yeah, thinned out, and the ingredients this
and it was
probably
like-
even longer. Yeah.
Ingredients
All these preservatives they put in
it
it.
tastes like cardboard. So I was like, what happened? And then I figured it out.
Hey.
Like you just said, we got to make a profit out of it.
Yep.
So, that's so the pre-done stuff, which I learned now when I did the packaging, like you just said, they're not healthy. They're loaded with a lot of junk.
Yeah.
A lot of junk. You think you're eating healthy. You might be eating healthy on one side of it, the other side of it, you're getting all these chemicals.
Yeah.
Fresh. Fresh is the way.
There you go.
How did you find your way into the hospitality industry?
Well, I really found my way because I would tell myself, if I ever won the lotto, I would quit my job and go to culinary school. That was always something in my head. Until one day I had a meeting with my manager. We were at an offsite meeting, and we were just talking in the hotel lobby. And I just realized I need to stop saying that, and to know that all I need to go to culinary school is a friggin' loan. So that's what started on my journey and saying, hey, school, let me go ahead. Within a couple of months, I applied and got into that culinary school. So I really got into this world because I just was tired of saying what I wanted to do and just was ready to just do something. So I just took action. Yeah. And once I took action, even though I wasn't able to stay in that culinary school because it closed, and I went down the road of going into this stage that I had at the restaurant in Wynwood, I was all in and I loved it. And then from there, I've always considered myself healthy. I used to be a personal trainer, went and got a master's in exercise science. So I really started learning more about food and its impact on the body and performance, things of that nature. But it's when I delved into taking action, going to doing the stage and really learning about food, seeing how food is stored, seeing how food is prepared, seeing different ways you can utilize food, is what really got me into this culinary world. Got me into hospitality. And when I say hospitality, let me just say the whole piece of it, because it's not just about the cooking. Hospitality still also has to do with customer service.
Yes.
And I think some people miss that. And that's why I love about being a private chef, is because you have to not only understand one from a shop standpoint, understand from a menu creation standpoint, then from a food preparation standpoint, you still need to be able to give that guest an experience that they will never forget and be able to communicate with a variety of people in a way that now transforms that kitchen to literally a restaurant in their home and give them amazing service and be able to make adjustments on the fly. And many chefs, sometimes we don't want to make adjustments and you get frustrated, but no, you dial back that frustration and get them to understand and see, okay, that's how you want it. No problem. I will be able to make this adjustment and you let me know how this is. And we just go from there and just constantly keep that customer service at a high point, because customer service is what allows you to be able to come back into somebody's home.
Right.
And it allows you to be able to get referrals. But then ultimately, it makes people feel comfortable with making adjustments, because it's okay to make adjustments. Human beings were so dynamic. So one day, this dish that was made, you may have liked, but today, it's something's a little off, and it's okay. You make the adjustments and you just go with that flow. And it's okay to make people feel comfortable just being able to say, hey, I would like you to do this today. I got you.
Yes. Absolutely.
That's true.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm going to pivot.
what I was going to say, before I go into the personal chef thing, I don't want to lose this.
Okay, go ahead.
You're also an author.
Yes.
That's where I was going.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
He reads my mind.
You guys are so
Sometimes he
insane.
does it so well, it's a little scary. Yeah, right now, that was a scary moment.
So yes, I recently created some books, and literally came from a pivot. I was coming out of a business that I was a part of. Some people know the business that I had. I was a part owner in a restaurant/corporate shop, and decided it was time for me to move in a different direction. And after I moved in that different direction, I was relaunching my private chef business, and I didn't want to just be a private chef because I still do health coaching. So how else can I support people in this health coaching opportunity? And I realized it comes from education. So I needed to create more materials that are going to help educate people in how they can live a healthier lifestyle, make healthier choices, and create better habits. So I literally pivoted and started doing some writings. Started doing some more research and just gathering a lot of information I've had over these years and putting it into different books, ebooks that could help people along the journey. Some of the books are free, some have a fee, but nothing's more than $10. And it's definitely worth
That's
the
the
read.
very reason why I saw the prices.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth the read. It's just, and I've made it so it's very concise and it's something that does not seem difficult to apply. It's just an easy read of different strategies and information, even recipes that can help people wherever they're at in their journey. I've been able to really think through this process and know that there's no one size fits all. I have one book that gives you just 31 different health tips. I have another book for people that want to transition into being a vegan or even vegan-ish, vegan-like. So I have those transitional information. I have a book that is ideal for somebody in a work environment. And it's something I really realize is important. Your work environment, how much time we put into our work in our office is so important. And you spend so much time around work that if you aren't creating healthy habits in that work environment, that is going to lead to you being sick. That is going to lead to you having illnesses, issues, health issues. So I've had a book that helps to create a healthier work environment because that is so essential. So I have something for everybody, no matter where you're at in life in this transition, because at the end of the day, all of us want to feel good.
Yeah.
Most of us, I think most of us want to look good, right? So how do we do that? It's going to be the habits that we create, and food is a huge part of that. So yes, I've been able to create several books to help people in their health journey.
Your hosts, Chef Dan and Doris WithaD. Thank you all for watching this delicious episode of Who's at the Chef's Table with Chef Dan. Join us next week for more culinary adventures. This show's a proud production of SoFloDining. Head over to SoFloDining.com to subscribe for free to our online magazine, packed with awesome features, discounts, and South Florida dining tips. SoFloDining is your go-to guide for all things tasty in the Sunshine State. See you soon!